This is part 2 of my comments on Genesis chapter 9, verses 8 to 17. So I'm going to jump right into it, and I hope if you watch the video, you'll click like and subscribe or follow and share the video with somebody else. Save it to favorites, watch it again, repost it, and feel free to make comments. Now let's begin from picking up from what I said yesterday. We see evidence of the great flood all around us. We run our civilization on petroleum products that are said to have resulted from a tremendous biomass being crushed under great pressure. Fossil fuels are just that. We find fossils of creatures that have had modern representatives and creatures that are extinct as fossils. A fossil doesn't occur when something just falls out on the ground, is eaten, rots, decays, and disappears. A fossil occurs when a creature dies in a sudden cataclysm and is preserved in rock by great pressure. Scientists will use terminology like a fossil is formed when a plant or animal dies in a watery environment and is covered with mud or silt, and they will just say they were buried quickly. But this is explained very readily by the flood of Noah given to us in the Bible, a primary source with God relaying what happened to Moses, who wrote it down. Evidence of the flood includes fossils of trees that extend through many geological strata or levels so that they are called polystrate fossils, as in Yellowstone Park, with fossil trees formed by rapid sedimentation and violent volcanic action. What modern scientists say are geological strata laid down over long ages were laid down rather quickly during the flood, an example of which we saw in Mount St. Helens eruption. Another evidence is that fossils often are found in strata that is reversed or lacking in continuity. In other words, the supposedly older strata are over the younger. But if you trusted the Bible, you wouldn't need this proof. Still, it's out there as the most reasonable explanation of the conditions of the earth in which we live if you believe God. The evidence, the facts don't change, but the interpretation of the evidence does, as the conclusions of modern theoretical science are based on ideology and the way they view the world, not incontrovertible truth. Think of the logic of it for a moment. Modern scientific theories fall under the uncertainty that, quote, to be accepted as a paradigm, a theory must seem better than its competitors, but it need not, and in fact never does, explain all the facts with which it can be confronted. Now that was from Thomas Kuhn's The Structure of Scientific Revolutions from 1962. For example, Copernicus, quote, more elaborate proposal, a sun-centered solar system, was neither simpler, nor more accurate than Ptolemy's, a fixed Earth as the center. That's from Fred Hoyle's Astronomy and Cosmology, a modern course from 1975. The truth is simply that, quote, we now know that the difference between a heliocentric theory and a geocentric theory is one of relative motion only, and that such a difference has no physical significance. That's also from Fred Hoyle's Astronomy and Cosmology. And yet, Christians have, for the most part, bought into modern scientific theory and denied the Bible's literal statements where it is convenient to do so. When a scientist makes a declaration that appears to attack some point of the Bible, like the great catastrophe of the flood, consider what they are saying, why and how. The theoretical scientist of today is not a prophet getting a revelation from God. He is a modern priest only receiving a revelation from his own reasoning ability, which God points out in his word is damaged and unresponsive to the truth of God. Okay, we'll stop there and pick it up. And in a very important passage, Genesis 9:18 to 29. Next, I'm asking you to open your Bible today and let God speak to you through his word. To study your Bible is a separate thing, cross-referencing the verses. To pray to God for wisdom and understanding before you do either one, and to share your interpretation with someone else. Now, you can purchase my comments on Amazon in Kindle or paperback form. I hope you do. You can also read them for free on my blog, which I'll post the links in the comments below, along with the citations of those scientific books that I mentioned. And I look forward to your comments. What do you think about what I've said, or what do you think about the passage? And thank you very much for watching and listening to this video.